Good morning, Parshas Ve'era. So one of the things we see in this parsha is Makas Dam, Makas Arbe, Makas Kinim, different Makas. We look into Rashi. 1/3 of the month was the Makkah. Another 2/3 was Hasra, warning him. So what is going on over here? We have to waste so much time in Golus. He could have made one makkah, another makkah, whatever. We see the next week's parsha, Makas Becheres. Choshech was one night. Right afterwards was the preparation to get out of Mitzrayim. Because he told him at the same time. There was no Hasra, no nothing. No coming back, nothing. Why do you have to wait? Months and months and months. And even if the Avodah, the work, the slavery in Mitzrayim finished by Rosh Hashanah, why keep them a whole year with Hasra? It's three weeks Hasra, 1 week the Makkah and everything else. Months and months. What is going on over here? The idea as follows: every Makkah has its purpose. Makkah's Dam had one purpose: to knock off their Avodah Zarah, to knock off their Getchka. They didn't have rain, the Nilus came up. By the way, Nilus came up because of Yaakov's bracha. Nilus comes up, so the Eibishter made it turn to blood. One thing we see, according to the Medrash, it turned into blood for the Mitzrayim and not the Jews. They drank from the same cup. A Jew had water, Mitzrayim had blood. In one plate, one jug. The Jew drank water, the Goy drank blood. And what happened? If a Jew gave him water, it would turn to blood. If he sold it, he would. The Mitzri will get water. If he bought it, he would get water. So we see that the Yidden, the slave, was getting paid, was selling him water, selling the master water, and he has to pay. Because if he didn't pay, it would be blood. So if every makkah was in right after one after another, it wouldn't sink in anything. The kinim was etzba likim, he realized. It's the etzba likim. Beforehand, there was no etzba. He never even realized God at all. Because all the makkahs, the sorcery did it. So every makkah had his thing and it had to affect on him, on Parai. Therefore, it had to be a whole week. It had to be Asra, 3 weeks. And the same thing with Arbe. He didn't do tshuva yet. So he said, L'chuna akvarim. Let just the men go. It was a half a tshuva. So all the makkahs had some kind of effect on him, but in a different way. And towards the end, by Makas Becheres, he gave in already. So that's the reason why it took so long. So we have to see the pneumius of everything. And the same thing is with every Jew, you have to see the pneumius of him. We have to see the pneumius of everything in the world. Don't look at the chitzonius of everything, the outer aspects of the world. Look at the pnimius. The pnimius of why something happened, the pnimius of why something didn't happen. Not the chitzonius. The chitzonius is what happened. Now look at the pnimius of it. And that's what our parsha gives us the koyach that we can see. Hearing does not have an effect as seeing. So until Matan Torah, it was only hearing. And the Yidden complained. He said, we want to see our king. Is Yada Hashem, our Sina Hashem came down, and they saw God. And that gives us a koyach to see God also. The Frierdiker brings down that one of the ways to greet Mashiach, to welcome Mashiach, is seeing godliness in every aspect of the world. Everything. Our cars, our trees, our laptop, or this or that, phones, anything, walls, everything. We should see the godliness in it. And like this, we'll welcome Mashiach with that. Because Mashiach is godliness in the whole world. So when we look at a Jew, we might think you're not affecting on him anything. You're not accomplishing anything. But we see Lahavdil by Paro, the same idea. First thing was knocked his Avodah Zarah, and then they had to pay for it also. They lose money for it. It was taking away their ego. Then afterwards, Etzba Likim. And then let the men go. It was going slowly by slowly. So the Eibusha should help. That let's not look on the outer aspect of a Jew. Look at his pnimius of a Jew. And that we have the koyach from Ve'era al Hashem, Ve'era al Aves, Ve'era al Aves, and we see that also in Matan Torah. Well, they should help that by doing what we're supposed to be doing. And like it says, every mitzvah we do, we keep the world in existence. Every mitzvah we do, we have an effect on the whole world. Because as we know, the world was trembling before Matan Torah. It didn't know Yidden will fulfill mitzvahs, Yidden won't fulfill mitzvahs. But by doing a mitzvah, we bring forth the whole world to keep the world, and it's on a much higher level than before it. Because every descent, every fear brings forth a higher realization. So they should help that we should see the pnimis of everything. And Derech Mel will come to the pnimis of Atzmos Ein Sof Baruch Hu in a revealed sense. And always look in the pnimis of a Jew. Look in the pnimis of everything. Life just gets better by seeing the pnimius of everything. Why this is happening, why that is happening. Turn to God. That's the pnimius of everything. And we should see Mashiach take it from Yad Mamash now. Yechi Adineinu Mereinu V'Rabbeinu Malach HaMashiach Leilam Vad. Yechi Adineinu Mereinu V'Rabbeinu Malach HaMashiach Leilam Vad. Yechi Adineinu Mereinu V'Rabbeinu Malach HaMashiach Leilam Vad. Long live our Master, Teacher, and Rebbe King Mashiach forever and ever. Long live our Master, Teacher, and Rebbe King Mashiach forever and ever. Long live our Master, Teacher, and Rebbe King Mashiach forever and ever.